Hi, my name is August, and in the next couple of minutes, I will be giving you an overview of your Cyclomundo bike tour. Over the next 4 days and 230 kilometers, you will follow the Via Rhôna as it takes you from Geneva to Lyon by way of Seyssel, Chanat, and Pérouge, and the stunning ruins, wide open fields, and shimmering lakes on the way. Your first day will have you riding from Geneva or nearby Gaillard to Seyssel, a total distance of 62 kilometers or 39 miles, with approximately 2,700 feet of elevation gain spread out throughout the day. Your tour begins at the edge of Lake Léman in the Geneva area and passes through the beautiful countryside just outside the city. The beginning of the day is a bit difficult to navigate as you are leaving a city. If you're leaving from Gaillard, be careful to spot the small pedestrian bridge that you will use to cross into Switzerland. The following kilometers will have you connecting various bike paths and bikeways for a very safe and beautiful ride through the Swiss countryside. You will have a couple towns that are a good place to stop for lunch: Russon, Plan, and Chancy. The road then narrows and climbs uphill as you enter France. Be careful and please ride single file here. You will soon cross into France and eventually follow the path of the Rhône to the Rhône Valley under the gaze of Fort Lecluse. Here, you will navigate off the main road and ride for a few kilometers along a quiet, mostly paved road with a good number of rolling climbs and descents. You will then rejoin the main Rhône in Arcine. There are a couple sections where you may encounter traffic and you should ride single file. The rest of today is mostly downhill through towns and countryside before reaching Seyssel for the end of your first day of riding. For the second day of your trip, you will ride from Seyssel to Champagny, almost entirely away from traffic on the Via Rhôna, covering 56 kilometers, 35 miles, over fairly flat terrain. If you want a change of scenery, you can take an alternate route near Belley, which adds an additional 20 kilometers, or 12 miles, and 360 meters, or 1,200 feet, of elevation gain. The first half of today will have you following the Via Rhôna as it moves between the bike-only paths on the banks of the river and roads slightly more inland. After approximately 20 kilometers of riding, there is a great stopping point for lunch or coffee in the small, charming town of Chanat that has a picturesque canal running through its center. Here, part of the river is diverted from its original path. You will follow the man-made diversion for 12 more kilometers until you reach the town of Belley, where you can choose to continue along the standard route directly to Champagny, or take the alternative route that brings you away from the river to explore the back roads of the Bouget region and adds a little bit of variety and climbing to your day. If you choose this route, you will climb for 10 kilometers away from the river until nearly in the town of Contrevaux. Here, you will take a hairpin turn and take a mostly downhill ride for 30 kilometers towards Champagny. If you choose the standard route, you will continue along the Via Rhôna after Belley for 5 kilometers until you encounter the natural route of the Rhône. Here, take the road inland 3 kilometers, cross the Rhône, and ride through a tunnel carved from the cliffside before continuing along the natural river's path for 10 kilometers. When you reach Champagny, you will ride through the small town and up the hill until you reach your hotel after 2 kilometers. On your third day of riding, you will head towards the hilltop medieval village of Pérouge, over 68 kilometers, or 42 miles, for another mostly flat day. Begin your day descending from the hotel in Champagny down to the river to rejoin the Via Rhôna for 20 kilometers. At Les Portes de Groslay, turn away from the river to join a lightly trafficked main road for 10 kilometers, surrounded by wide open fields and forests. Soon, you'll pass by a huge industrial facility across the river. This is the no longer operational Superphénix nuclear power station that was shut down in 1996. Upon passing the power station, the route takes you off the main road and towards the river. The GPS track will have you riding for 10 kilometers on unpaved gravel access road. If you're riding on racing bikes or would otherwise rather have smooth pavement beneath your wheels, you're free to continue along the main road, D19 on your marked map, towards Ville-les-Bois, where you will reconnect with the route. After Ville-les-Bois, you will continue along the Via Rhôna for 10 kilometers. Near the town of Lagnoux, you will turn away from the river and ride through farmland for 15 kilometers before your final test of the day, the 2-kilometer climb up to Pérouge on the hilltop. On your last day of riding, you will head towards Lyon to round out your trip over 42 or 59 kilometers, 26 or 37 miles, on a mostly flat finale. Over the last day of your tour, you have one more choice to make. If you haven't gotten your fill of charming French villages and countryside, take the long option by way of Sainte-Croix. This route rejoins the standard route in 30 kilometers at the Rhône. If you can't wait to explore Lyon, you can ride the more direct route through similarly beautiful terrain for 15 kilometers before reaching the Rhône. Here, You'll begin riding the final 25 kilometers of your tour on an unpaved, mixed-use path that follows the river, traffic-free, from the suburbs toward the city center. You'll soon pass through the massive Grand Parc Maribel-Jonage before connecting with an urban bikeway that will take you to the heart of Lyon. We wish you safe travels on your tour. Enjoy your ride!